Hey guys, Miss Roby here. Today's the day. It's our chicken egg day. We are going to do a couple things today. We are going to weigh our eggs to see what size eggs they are. And we're going to number our eggs so when they hatch, we know who they are. And we're going to put them in the incubator. It's an exciting time. I can't wait. So what I'm doing now is I am going to number all of our eggs, and you're going to find out, you're going to get to see pictures of what all these chickens and eggs will look like, but for now, we're just going to number them. And I'll record what type they are, and when we number them, I'm going to show you how we number one. I just put a 1 in pencil. I'm going to try and write it all over. So when they hatch, we know who is hatching. So there's 1, and then we do 2. Because what happens when they hatch is these eggs start to roll around, and when they start rolling around, well, they don't roll too much until 1 chicken hatches in that incubator, and then it's kind of funny. So we number them, so as they get knocked around, we know who's hatching. All right. Well, I'm going to continue on numbering these eggs, and then I'll be back to show you what's next. So I just want to show you how I have charted this. 1 through 4 is going to be our white Plymouth Rock, and the EGWRS, what that means is that's how they're stamped and how they're coded. You know, that's kind of like the nickname or the shortened term for them. And if we look on our egg, we see EGWRS. I also want to show you how I have identified the colors. So these 4, turn it so you can see, these first 4 are our white Plymouth Rock. I identified as tan. But if we look over here to our olive eggers that aren't so olive, I called these 2 pale green. They have a greenish tint as opposed to a bluish tint. And Mrs. Huggins would probably come up with a much better way to identify this color, but I called it a red-brown. These 4 were interesting. It's kind of hard to see, maybe from this side. Yes, so I have light tan, and then we go back to light tan and tan. And then our Easter eggers were kind of hard too. You can see those, a nice up color view of those. These first 2 actually looked kind of pale green to me. Then the next 2 had, let me see if I can get a better, kind of maybe there. If you see, this one is paler, and then these 2 have more of an olivey green. And then this one, let's see if I can get it over here. That one actually looks kind of blue to me. So, eggs come in all shapes and sizes. I think the only color we are missing for the egg is white, which is what you find in grocery stores, which is kind of funny. So I've weighed them all, and I want to just show you a couple different ones. Look at all these different sizes. We have anywhere from small to extra large. But what's interesting, if you notice, that for the most part they stay within one size except for our olive eggers. But that's to be expected. This guy I'm going to actually show you because he was interesting. Because it's to be expected because they're a mixed breed. Our barred Plymouth Rock, about the same. And these guys, our Easter eggers, about the same. All right, so let's get to weighing. I am going to weigh number 5, our olive egger. So we gently place, and you see our incredible egg scale does an excellent job of measuring, and that is a small size egg. So that, I think, is our smallest egg. Then let me show you number 7. Number 7 was so interesting. Let's see if it does the same thing again. So we gently place the egg on the scale. Oh, it didn't do it this time. Oh, yes, it did. Look at that. Exactly. Oh, did you see what I did there? Exactly in between medium and large, which is why I recorded him as a medium or a large. I'm not sure what they would do officially, if they would go ahead and call it large or call it medium. But if you look at all my eggs, which one do you think weighs the most? Dun-na, dun-na. It's this gigantic guy. Watch this. Boom. That, my friends, is a big egg. And when I originally put him on there, I didn't realize how big he was. And he kind of went boom and kerplunked all the way down. All right. So that's all for measuring our beautiful eggs. Now we're going to talk about what's inside of our eggs. Today is day 1. But what does that actually mean? Day 1 means that this is the first day that they could potentially start growing life. If you look, as of right now, they're just eggs sitting there. They've actually been hatched out of the mother hen for anywhere from 7 to 10 days ago. If you think about it, the mother hen, when she sits on the eggs, she's going to lay 1 egg a day for about 7 to 10 days. Now, each of these eggs could be a baby. What's amazing is that those eggs can stay there with potential life inside of them for 7 to 14 days. And they don't start actually growing life until the mother hen decides to sit on them. So here's what's happening and what's inside the egg. Now, there's a difference between an egg you buy in a grocery store and the eggs I have right here. And that is this. This is the germinated disc. We're going to learn about this a little bit more this week. This is, I like to call it the target sign. And right here, right there is the baby chick. How cool is that? It's kind of a donut shape. And if you get farm fresh eggs, that's how you can tell if your egg has been fertilized or not fertilized. That's the only difference between an egg that has been bought at the store and an egg that you buy off of a farm. Eggs that are farm fresh by hens, they may or may not have been fertilized. That is so cool. So we look for the germinated disc. This right now, what's interesting, this right now is just life potential. Until we bring that temperature up to 100 degrees and we take the humidity up between 50 and 60%, this egg will stay like this for 7 to 14 days. How cool is that? That way, when the mother hen sits for 21 days, the eggs all hatch at the same time. So, next stop is putting our eggs in the incubator. All right, guys, welcome to Egg Central. Up here, we have our day. We'll always see the day in our frame, so we know what we're looking for. Right here, we've got our chicken life cycle poster. And then this is our day calendar. So this is where we're going to keep track of what day it is. Look at that development. Ah! And then, dun, 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 here's our incubator. Let me point out a couple things. Inside is an automatic egg turner. It doesn't look like it's moving. Every year I question if it's broken, but it's moving those eggs ever so slightly. And the reason why it's important to move the eggs is to that the eggs develop evenly. So the mother hen, when she does it naturally, she will bustle and move those eggs around and kind of scooch them around. We have a more scientific way of doing it. We have an automatic egg turner. The other thing I want to show you is the control center. Our set temp is 100 degrees, which is perfect. Inside it's only 90, well, let's look. It's 92.7, but I just opened it up, so that's okay. And then we want our humidity to be between 50 and 60%, so it's already come back up in humidity. All right, next stop. I'm gonna see if I can record myself putting the eggs in, because that's the most exciting part, because as soon as we put the eggs in the incubator, they start growing. That life potential turns into life, and they'll start developing once they hit that temperature and that humidity. Very exciting. Now for the exciting part, putting the eggs in the incubator. Okay, I'm just gonna move this, set it off to the side, and I'm just gonna start with number 1 and just start placing them in. I like to space them apart. And I don't have enough room to space them all as far as I like, but that's all right. So how we're placing them in, we're placing them pointy side down in the incubator. That is what they recommend. Now for the last row. I'm gonna place this one kind of on its own, because that one's kind of big. I'll do it like that. All right. They are in there, and that incubator will hold them perfectly. All right. That's all I have for now. It's going to be an excellent time, my friends. Have a great day. One last thing, coming to you live from Chick Central, Egg Central. We are going to be doing our chick check-in videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's your job to check in with your chicks and see what's happening with them. It will be easier if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm not even sure, but maybe you can subscribe to a playlist. That would be really cool. So for now, that's it from Chick Central, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a like and comment down below. But for now, that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Bye, guys.